It's my trophy to win. No, miss me with that bullshit. But anyway, Karl Malone is next on this list, man. He's number 30 dude on this list. The number 2 dude on this list is one Brett Favre. For the exact same reason Karl Malone is on here. Because when you read his resume, the next three dudes, last three dudes, 3, 2, and number 1, same thing. When you read all these dudes, when you read their resume, it is impeccable. It is impeccable. Nobody doubts that Brett Favre is the man. But guess what, man? Brett Favre is the all-time leader in interceptions in NFL history. Brett Favre is the all-time. Soak that in, man. Brett Favre is the all-time leader in interceptions in NFL history. Brett Favre had on his team one Reggie White, one Shaw Jones, one Leroy Butler, a bunch of dudes, Bubba McDowell. There was so many cats on that team. That dude had a laced out team. This dude was playing with low-key gorillas, and he gets the title Gunslinger and Love the Game and all these, all this nonsense about how much he loved the game. Just about everybody in the NFL loved the game. So miss me with that. But there is nobody in the history of the NFL that has thrown more interceptions. But the first thing you tell me about Eli is he led the league in interceptions 3 times. And the dude who y'all consider the greatest ever is the all-time leader in interceptions. How is that possible? Brett Favre, he had a bunch of comebacks. There's no denying he had a bunch of comebacks. But look at this. He had a bunch of comebacks. That's dope. But the question I have for you guys is this. He had all these fourth quarter comebacks. How many of those games did he throw 2 or 3 interceptions to get them in the hole and then be forced to come back? And you don't hear about Brett Favre. You don't hear about Brett Favre was void of talent that was around him. You don't hear about that. You do not hear about that. You just don't. You know why? Because he wasn't void of talent around him. He was not. Dan Marino got almost 100. He broke him and Peyton Manning broke a lot of Dan Marino's touchdown records. Broke a lot of them. But guess what? Dan Marino not even in the conversation for interceptions thrown. Peyton Manning is not in the conversation for interceptions thrown. But Brett Favre is number 1. He is number 1. How is that possible? He is number 1 in passes caught by defenders. But y'all gonna tell me this man is a man. I can remember a game when Brett Favre threw 6 interceptions in the NFC Championship game. And the novice will say, well, they only lost their game by 12 or 8 or something like that. Yeah. That means the defense was playing their asses off. That don't have nothing to do with Brett Favre. So y'all can play that. Y'all can do that if y'all want to, man. This dude, look, another thing that I can tell you about Brett Favre is this. When you look at Brett Favre, being a Chicagoan, angry black man, he and his show from Chicago, Kim and Gwen, she from Chicago. Tell me when the Bears were rolling and you were down 4 or up 4. You were scared that Brett Favre was going to win the game. But really, in the back of your mind, you still held out hope because you was thinking his ass might throw us one too. So how you can mention in the Tom Brady category, the Aaron Rodgers, the Joe Montana, the Troy Aikmans, and whoever else you want to put in that group, and other teams fans are not afraid of you with the ball. Remember his coach Mike Holmgren let the Denver Broncos and Terrell Davis score because he was like, man, we got Brett Favre. He didn't even get a damn first down. You mean to tell me one of the all-time great quarterbacks and he in the Super Bowl and he got 80 yards to go with 2 touchdowns and more than 2 minutes to go, and he don't get a first down? That's why his ass is number 2 on my list. Brett Favre got numbers. He got a championship. He's had goo gobs of talent around him. Mark Clayton, Andre Rison, Desmond Howard, Freeman, Driver, all those guys, Chamura, Bubba Franks, Amon Green, Dorsey Evans, all these guys, and they only won 1 Super Bowl. But y'all get on LeBron for losing it in all the finals. Okay, but anyway, so the Chief Justice, that means he's the number 2 guy and on the Supreme Court of overrated players. And the number 1 guy in sports history for being overrated is a dude who been running around running his yap on a regular basis. It's by the name of Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw has criticized Mike Tomlin for not being a good coach, John Elway for not being a good quarterback, and he's consistently criticized, he's hypercritical of everything about the Pittsburgh Steelers because he wasn't as beloved. He actually said something about somebody shouldn't they shouldn't be worried about being liked. You're the same guy who I've personally seen on an NFL Films video that said you just wanted your coach to tell you he liked you one time. But you uber critical of another guy in regards to being not being liked. So Terry, let's get down to brass tacks. You have never been considered. You got 4 Super Bowls, so you get the respect of guys who've done big things. You get the respect of guys who are everybody go, oh man, you the man. But let's not forget, man, Terry Bradshaw, you were never considered better than Burt Jones. You were never considered better than my man down there in Dallas, Roger Staubach. You were never considered better than them, man. Under no circumstances. Bruh, you won a couple Super Bowls, and I'm not going to look at your stats because it was a different time. But you had, in your rookie year, you had 6 touchdowns, 24 interceptions. And this is in a non-passing era. You had 6 touchdowns to 24 INTs. In one of your best seasons, you threw a lot of interceptions, bro. This is wasn't even in the passing time. One of the years in 1979, bro. 1979, last time y'all won the Super Bowl, bro. You had 25 touchdowns and 26 touchdowns and 25 interceptions. The next year you had 24 touchdowns and 22 interceptions. Bruh, miss me with that. Enough with your critique. This harsh critiquing of anybody, bruh. Because you wasn't that. You had Joe Green, you had Mel Blount, you had Jack Ham, you had Jack Lambert, you had L.C. Greenwood, you had Tony Dungy and that crew. You had a brick, man. That's why you won 4 Super Bowls. You ain't win 4 Super Bowls because of you. Now, the last 2, you were Super Bowl MVP, you won League MVP, you did your thing. But all that talking like you are in the same breath of a Joe Montana, a Tom Brady, or anybody in the world. You were only all-pro one time. One time. Uno, my friend. So, Terry Bradshaw, You won. This is why all that how many rings you won crap. Miss me with that. You won one Super Bowl. Uno. I mean, you won 4 Super Bowls, 1 MVP. You made All Pro 1 time. So all that uber critical critique and speaking from the up here perch like you was doing your thing, you weren't doing your thing, man. You was riding the Steelers coattail. And at the end of it, you did wake up and start killing. I can't deny it, but man, this is why when y'all keep telling me Jordan was 6 for 6 with no, Jordan was the man, no doubt. But you can't knock somebody like a LeBron with that same mouth for losing in the playoffs, because when you lose in the playoffs, that's a team effort. Nobody loses by themselves. Nobody wins by themselves. Ask Terry Bradshaw, the Chief Justice on the Supreme Court of overrated players. Holla at your boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Now, back to football. Now, we're going to do a little college football, and I'm just going to go over a few things with y'all, man. It's almost over. I'm running out of gas anyway. You got the Alabama playing Ole Miss this week, man. It's going to be a very interesting game. This is a SEC powerhouse team in Alabama. They got a Heisman hopeful on there, man. This dude is outstanding, and we are going to be highly entertained because for whatever reason, Ole Miss plays the hell out of Alabama. It's going to be interesting. Clemson versus Georgia Southern. Everybody is looking at Clemson sideways because they duked it out with Texas A&M. The reason they duked it out with Texas A&M, they did their best to diss Coach Sumlin. They did their very best to diss Coach Sumlin because it's always an issue when the brothers do something. But the problem with that is this: Dabo Swinney and Jimbo Fisher have been playing each other for the last 5 to 7 years. If this isn't tailor-made for a situation for a close game, nothing is. Dabo Swinney and Jimbo Fisher know each other. They know each other's style, and that's why this is a close game. This week, Clemson going to beat the brakes off Georgia Southern, and it's going to be over. I'm just going over the top 10 teams. Georgia versus Middle Tennessee. Georgia is the team that I predict that will take the Alabama Crimson Tide out. Sorry for you Alabama fans. They have a QB who is decisive and precise. They have a big-time running back. This dude was third string behind Sonny Michel and Scruggs last year. And they got the coaching. This is a hell of a team. Texas Christian University versus The Ohio State University. People, keep an eye on this. Texas Christian is no joke. Ohio State, this is the game they probably would have needed Urban Meyer, and due to that, they may be upset. This could be a national championship changer. TCU is stacked. They're well coached, and this is the dude who's the substitute teacher with the Ohio State Buckeyes. So keep an eye on this game. Oklahoma versus Iowa. Iowa has a primetime quarterback. They don't have a whole lot of talent. Murray is with Oklahoma. He plays center field for the Oakland A's in his spare time. He plays quarterback, and he's in the Heisman hunt. His name is Murray, a young brother. He's doing his damn thing. So keep an eye on that game. Wisconsin versus BYU. This is big time versus small time. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Jonathan Taylor going to be running wild like a child in a walker. Auburn versus LSU. Another game that could potentially determine the national championship. Y'all know how I have affection for Ed Orgeron, Coach O. Mainstream media don't like Coach O. I don't give a damn. I like Coach O. He the man. I'm messing with him hard. Coach O, I'm hoping he pulls it out. Auburn is a tough matchup for them. They finally got a solid quarterback down there at LSU, the backup quarterback from Ohio State. It's going to be something to keep an eye on. Notre Dame and Vandy. Notre Dame should win this hands down, which will give them too much confidence because that quarterback is not what they think he is. He might even get benched by the end of this game, so keep an eye on that. Stanford versus UC Davis. Stanford should walk away with this one. And number 10, Washington versus Utah. Utah, this is a divisional game, but they don't really stand a chance. Too much talent at Washington. Brownie's going to kick ass. and my